just realized we don't have anything to see what people are saying.
I looked in her little...
Who? Oh, up top, Hannah.
You guys always try to make it 4:30.
Yeah, we do. People are waiting for us.
I know. If
and
it was
they're
like 4:33, people were like, "Where are they?"
Oh, Buster.
It is a little hot and very warm for me this night. It works for me.
Ooh, it is warm.
I want you to just do a couple shots.
Buster.
Very open.
You're actually live right now.
Oh, okay.
Hello! Hi! Okay. We are not prepared. Here, let's
Wait.
table.
You said that like it's never happened before.
What are you insinuating?
I'm insinuating that
Okay, so we are making. How do you pronounce it? Mike and I were. Thank you. Martha said that, so I thought it was right.
Yes.
Latkes.
Latkes, yes. It's a great Hanukkah food that we typically eat during Hanukkah, but my kids absolutely love it. Growing up, though, we would eat something kind of similar to this. Like we'd have mashed potatoes, so you had leftover mashed potatoes, and it was almost the same thing. Knishes, that's what it was. And we used to eat those all the time, and we loved it. So
See, and we have potato pancakes.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like the same thing, but this
Dave?
is just grated. So.
Oh, I should see if you're
Can you
actually
bring me a
on
dining?
camera. Yes, you are on camera. Woo.
So, in case you guys are wondering, for those people who are new, this is Out of Goshen! They came all the way from Florida to Colorado just to see us, didn't
Yes,
The
we
only
did.
reason. For your soap.
Your soap.
they? For my
So we had to see how she did it.
Oh man, yeah, I blew out my stick blender the other day. Even my people don't know it. I totaled it. I absolutely
man.
totaled it. So yeah,
Hopefully
I can't
Amazon
make any.
delivers fast.
So I made it by hand.
Oh,
I
dang, girl.
actually made it by hand.
I've seen somebody do that. That's rough.
Okay, guys.
Nora, Deborah, Vicky, Maxine, Sue.
Hi, guys.
Dining on a Dime cookbook. You only have 20, like,
Hello.
let's see, 20, about 30 hours left before our Mother's Day sale ends. Only 30 hours left. Free shipping. Grab it now. We have been shipping books like crazy. If you're on our Save on Groceries Facebook page, you saw today Dave shipped out. It was 121 orders he did, but what he doesn't know is I added about 30 more. So, 150.
Dang.
Oh, so we shipped like 170 books today. So, a lot of books. But, okay, so we're making latkes.
Yes.
And then we're going to do a fire pit after we're done. So, how do you do this?
There they are.
It's really
Oh,
easy.
hold on. Michael, share the recipe. We found a recipe
Okay.
online, and I was pretty sure it said traditional.
Okay.
And it had all the ingredients you told me.
Okay,
I
so
was
we're good.
thinking-
We're good then.
So, go ahead.
All right. Typically, you take your potatoes and you peel them and then you shred them, and they'll get brown like this. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. But we do put a little bit of salt water in it, and then not everybody likes minced onions, but we honestly do. I think it tastes good in it. We just mince up an onion, and then because I'm making a larger batch, I put in 4 eggs. Most people just do 2. And then a little bit of flour. Now, I don't put a ton. I have half a cup here, and I don't know if I'm going to use the whole half cup. I don't know. I have to kind of see the consistency.
So,
of
about
it.
a tablespoon of flour per egg.
Yeah, that'd probably be about right. Honestly, I'm kind of an
So, can you
eyeballer.
use, I know this question's going to get asked, can you use gluten-free flour?
Absolutely.
Okay. Very good.
It's not going to matter. And then salt and pepper, honestly.
Okay.
And you mix it like crazy.
Because the world needs more salt,
Absolutely.
people.
Everybody needs salt.
Sacred Wonders Maine says shalom and blessings.
Shalom, guys. Hopefully it's like, what, how many months until Hanukkah, so.
Yeah.
Ellen says get your potatoes and shredder ready.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
This is one of our
Latkes.
I know, you really
could you
can
go
have
turn off
latkes.
my stove, please, so I
So.
don't burn.
We have other things cooking, we're not paying attention. Company comes over and you lose train of thought, I'm
I
telling you.
sort of forgot I was cooking some onions and peppers and, oops.
Make it smell good. So just stirring it, it just kind of makes it like a, I don't know, like a pasty. So.
Florida Singularity says I so want to be there right now. Oh, Emery Shea wants to know what type of potatoes you use.
I honestly, you can use whatever. I just got what was on sale, which was just brown potatoes. So I've done it with red potatoes,
Okay.
and I've done it with white. I honestly like the brown better, but
You like the brown butter
I do.
better?
Yeah,
Why
I
do you
do.
like brown better?
I just think it tastes like crunchier with
Okay.
it. Like we did it with red, and I mean, I love red potatoes with like my roast and stuff like that, but it tasted really good
Okay.
with that. So
Okay.
People at 7 is asking if this is in our book.
it is not.
This is not in our book, but the potato pancakes they were talking about earlier are in our
And
book.
it's a lot like that.
Yes, and we eat potato pancakes all the time when we
love
have
it.
leftover
Oh,
mashed
yeah.
potatoes.
Potato pancakes.
And in
are the
case you
best.
guys are wondering, yes, this is my backyard. For those of you who are new, I haven't shown my backyard for at least a year, so some of you may not know that. But yeah, this is my backyard.
All right, well, it looks like it's pretty well for it. I'm going to pour a bunch of oil in it. And
Okay.
I know fried food, people have issues with fried food, but I figure a couple times a year you can splurge.
I figure every day.
Yeah, well,
With salt.
with salt,
with
yeah.
salt.
All right, so pour some in.
And you know what's funny is I like potato chips, but I'm not a huge potato chip person. I mean, I'll eat them,
Yeah,
but I don't like crave potato chips, which is kind of funny since I love salt so much. But
I have to have barbecue potato chips if I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't know what it is. It's ridiculous.
oh yum.
So we poured it in. It's on, I have it on high because we have it on the hot plate, but medium high is typically what I put it on, and it has to sizzle for a little bit. So we have to let it
Okay.
heat up. I should have done that before.
Oh,
All right, give
we
us
do
questions
have-
while we're waiting.
We do have a recipe here. It's not it may not be exactly the same.
I think
Right.
it's close.
Yeah,
But
it should be close.
So I will share the link to that, and then I will see what kind of questions we might have.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
don't forget dining on a dime, free shipping, 30 hours left, guys. This is your warning. Don't be emailing me.
Hey, and
Um,
also, we might tell them about the show notes. Just
Oh yeah, so in the show notes, if you can't get the links that Mike's putting in, go to livingonadime.com, click on the show notes, and they're in there. Okay?
so Jenny says looks like nice weather. It's probably 65 degrees and
Yeah.
a little bit
Little
overcast.
bit breeze, yeah.
Yeah, Colorado is beautiful when it comes to weather. Okay, so let's talk about Colorado for a minute.
Angela
So-
says biggest backyard I've ever seen.
It's a quarter acre. We got the biggest lot we could
That's
get.
the corner, probably.
It's too small.
not enough gardens.
It's way too small. So, you guys have been living in Florida for how long?
Almost 11 years.
And you came from Colorado,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah, we've been
Pretty
there.
much.
Yeah, on and off for a few
Okay,
years.
so now that you come back, what's your opinion of Colorado?
Oh my word.
can be
that's
brutal.
that's a whole different story. Okay, love Colorado, but it is very dry here. Okay.
isn't it?
I have come, I'm like, oh, let's move out west. Okay, it's really dry. I really like out east. It's surprising.
You like the humidity?
No, I don't like the humidity.
Oh.
But I don't really like the dry. So we need
Well,
a happy medium, okay?
I was gonna say, when
That
you
would be
find
Idaho.
that place, can you tell us? Because that's where we're going
Idaho is
also.
like 30% humidity all the time.
Which, Jay?
When we were in Idaho.
Oh, yeah. Idaho's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Love Idaho.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
So when you guys, so in case you guys don't know, Out of Goshen is traveling in, they sold their house, well,
It
2
closes-
weeks.
Yes, on Monday, on the 14th.
2 weeks it closes.
Yep, papers are signed.
But they're selling their house, they're living in their RV with their 6 kids.
Yep.
And he's like, I don't want to do that anymore. And they're traveling around mostly the east and southeastern.
Yeah.
The whole east of Colorado. Everything east of Colorado
Yeah.
is the east for us. So
Yeah, we'll hit west
the
next
whole
year.
east looking for a homestead.
We are.
Okay, so in case our viewers know of a house that's for sale,
Yes.
what are you guys looking for?
We want at least minimum of 10 acres. It has to be 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and we really need trees. So either for firewood or
So what trees?
just
What are
shelter.
those?
I know. It's really hard not having trees. We went through some of the areas and it was like, oh my goodness, they actually cut down the trees to build a house, but we
Yeah.
want lots of trees.
Yeah.
So we have no idea which state. We
So
keep
any
saying
state pretty much, but you want snow. You
we
think?
would like snow. We always thought we could travel up north if we really like find a place like if we did Arkansas. They get like 2 snowfalls a year.
So what did you like about there?
It was beautiful. It was mountainous and it was green and had water, but they say the summers are really hot. So I don't
Paige
know.
says hello, beautiful ladies.
I don't know.
Hey!
Are the mountains in Arkansas really? I have a hard time saying
They're
that.
not like Colorado mountains.
No, they're not. They're rocky, but
They're not cool.
We're trying to make
No.
mountains out of molehills.
Eric said we're trying to make mountains out of molehills in
Awesome.
I can't say it. Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
I'm so used to saying Arkansas.
So Betty is asking, she said, just got here, what is different about these than potato cakes?
Potato cakes typically you use with mashed potatoes. These are actually peeled and then grated. So Honestly, it's a lot like the same, but it's just peeled and grated. So
And they're usually crunchier, right?
they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they're fried with a crunchy, and we typically eat them with sour cream or applesauce. That's how I eat them. I absolutely love it. Most of our kids don't like it, but
Your kids don't like it?
no, they love these, man. They'll ask like 2 or 3 nights I have to make these. But no, the
Oh.
applesauce and the sour cream they typically don't like because you dip it in, it's like a sauce.
No sour cream. Sour cream's gross.
She says it's gross, but
Oh, Mary says my 2 favorites together. Waiting for my cookbook. Can't wait.
yes.
Yay! Well,
That's awesome.
we packed, so the car was literally stuffed. I mean, it was. I thought you guys were going to come before we went to the post office. I was going to say, you guys need a picture of this. But we got everything shipped until yesterday's order. So everything up to Saturday is shipped. Dave's going to work on them later tonight, tomorrow,
got
to get the
homework.
rest of them. I know.
Awesome.
So,
Well, it's probably pretty hot. It feels like it's getting pretty hot. So
Yeah,
we'll go
like-
ahead and
do you
make
need
some.
something to drain this on, or?
Afterwards we'll need to get some paper towel and like a plate
Okay.
because they'll be greasy like
Okay.
food. So you guys just pretty much.
Crystal says love them with applesauce. She's
Oh,
had the
yes.
real deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
You don't serve these with ketchup, right?
No. I have a few friends that do, but not typically. So
Hey, Jack.
Oh, Rebecca gave us a super chat
Can
for
you give me-
$10. She says you guys are the best. God bless you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you,
so
Rebecca.
sweet.
Jack, can you get me some paper plates and paper towel, please?
So Amanda says, out of Goshen, I'm going to sub.
Awesome.
And
Yes.
somebody else was asking if you guys have a Facebook page.
We do. We're working on it. We find that there's something new every day we've got to get on. And with 6 kids and having to do laundry, so it tends to.
And your washing
Catch it.
machine is like this big in the RV.
I
I've
know.
seen it in
It
person.
is.
I did a video
I can get 4
on it.
towels out of it, okay? But they just sizzle, and you have to honestly leave them for a little bit. I got one right here. Here, go.
Oh, we got it, Jack. Yeah, so guys, go subscribe to Out of Goshen, Goshen. Okay, so Eric, come explain while we're frying these. Goshen is not their last name.
And it's not Indiana, okay, guys? Everybody asks, oh, you're from the town of Goshen, Indiana. We are not. I'm gonna go rinse my hands.
Okay, so what does Out of Goshen mean?
All right. So when the Israelites, and a lot of people say just the Jews, but when the Israelites, all of them, were taken down to Egypt, actually a lot of them went voluntarily, they were given the prime real estate, and that was Goshen, Egypt.
Yeah.
And when they left Egypt in the Exodus, crossed the Red Sea, went to the wilderness, heading to the Promised Land, they came out of Goshen. And that's us. You know, it's actually kind of ironic because we were going to buy this place in Colorado, and the contract fell through. But we literally are now sent into the wilderness of America in a camper
And you're roaming around
with
trying
6
to...
kids, 2 dogs, and a cat.
Yes.
It's not going to be 40 years, is it?
I hope
Oh my
not.
gosh.
I don't know if I
We,
can do 40
we need
years.
to upgrade if it's 40 years.
Yeah. We'll get a new car.
When you were saying prime real estate, at first it was Joseph. It was a blessing to them to be able to be there.
Right.
Because Joseph was important in Egypt. At the
Right.
time.
Joseph was the second highest under Pharaoh.
But by the time of Moses, then they were not being treated well.
Yeah, they were taken down to slavery at that point.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of like modern America. We're all in slavery now.
No kidding. We
Power
are
to the people.
we are working on getting out of our slavery. We are paying off our house this year. If we kill ourselves, Tara's going to be in the asylum, but we're paying off our house.
Oh, I'm sorry, maybe I interrupted. Heather's asking, I don't know if you said this all the way. She said explain the Out of Goshen channel in a sentence because I haven't watched it before.
Well, we just did.
Our
Yeah.
tagline, I've been trying to work on a tagline. It's searching America for our promised land.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Great. That is good.
Yeah.
Very good.
See, now you have to not find a house so that you can
I know.
go for seasons.
Keep going.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. 40 years.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not 40 years.
Technically 42 years.
40 years. Well, that's just if you wander around.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodness gracious. I think I'm
So let's
crazy.
see. Are we gonna have to part the Mississippi for you guys when you
Yeah.
Go through there.
go through Mississippi?
Muddy
I'm sure there's a river somewhere here in America called the Jordan River. There's got to be.
Sure, there's gotta.
We just got to find it and we'll find our
creek.
promised land. We're
Sounds
good
like
to
the
go.
kind of place that would be in Missouri.
Yeah, exactly.
Jordan.
Missouri.
Amy
That's
says
funny.
we ordered out tonight so we wouldn't miss this.
Oh, awesome.
Yay! So, are there any states you guys are looking at specifically, or do you just not care?
We care.
Yeah, we do care. There's like, honestly, we will say that we don't want Florida. We're done with Florida. We don't want Louisiana or,
That's kind of mean to Louisianans.
I know, I love there visiting, but
It's hot.
it's
Let
hot.
me, can I change it?
Sure, you
Here's the way I'm
I
looking
have
at
alligators.
it. There are specific states that we have already kind of ruled out.
Yeah, we have.
But we're looking for a few things, like we want a state that has really good homeschool laws.
Yes, that is a big one.
We take pride in our homeschooling. We just don't want to have it so we have to constantly report our
Yeah.
homeschooling, which is a drag after a while.
Yeah.
We also want a state that has low taxes.
Yeah.
Because some of them will kill you with the taxes alone, because
Wyoming.
we want to make it go
Yeah.
completely, I don't know if we'll go off grid, but we want to make it so we have less debt impact as possible when we get there.
So you've just described Wyoming.
Oh gosh, no. I do not like Wyoming. It is too dry
It
and
has the
flat.
lowest taxes in America.
Does it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Wyoming's great for lenient, but the wind never stops blowing.
Oh, I know.
Never.
So Joy is asking, did you add a little onion to that?
We did.
Yeah.
Minced onion.
Yep.
And let's see, Angela was surprised about applesauce, so I don't
Yeah.
think she knows.
It's a
Yeah.
Jewish tradition.
Yeah, yeah.
So is
Applesauce.
there a meaning behind applesauce?
No.
And
If there is, I haven't
Yeah,
ever
I don't
heard
know
it.
that of it. It's
is
just
there a
always
meaning
been-
behind this dish?
It's just fried
No.
food.
Just
Well,
fried food?
no.
We eat fried food
I was
during
looking
Hanukkah.
online and they were saying that as a Hanukkah tradition,
The
that the fact that it's oily,
Oily,
Oil.
yes.
relates to oil.
Yeah, and
Oh.
you can actually look at some of our older videos of this last year during Hanukkah, and what we do is we have 8 days of eating
Yeah.
oily, greasy foods.
That's
that
all
will-
you need.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh,
So-
because for those of you who don't know,
Yes.
all right, yeah. So let me tell you about this. So basically, Hanukkah, which is not a real holiday, you have to understand, but it's still just a fun holiday, is based on the Maccabees. Were trying to eliminate rule over them in Judea, and when they finally reconquered the temple, they had enough oil to light the menorah for one night, because you have to have special oil that's actually from like a pure, clean olive tree. And so they said, well, light it anyway. We're probably like, light it anyway, see what happens. And so they lit it, and it stayed lit for 8 days. And, honestly, people say it didn't happen, some say it did. I get latkes, I don't care. And so basically, we eat oily foods for 8 days to commemorate the 8 days of the oil lighting in the
it.
temple.
So
Oh,
we'll eat
cool.
like donuts and latkes a few times.
I have to tell you, these smell amazing.
They do. They smell really good.
And what's so neat about them is you don't have to pre-cook the potatoes. Like they're
Oh,
raw.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
which is cool. But you can already see how they're starting
Yeah.
to get crunchy. Now, personally, we like ours crunchy. So, like I have a friend that makes it, and she barely crunches them, but I like things crunchy. I mean,
Yeah.
I think of like curly fries and stuff like that. I see that
Yeah.
one's not quite.
I like crunch to
Yeah.
my stuff.
I kind of
It's
gathered
gonna
from what
be-
I saw online that crunchy is the way most
It is.
people
It is.
think about that.
And then now I
Yeah,
have
it's
some
all
people
about
that
the crunch.
almost burn them, and I'm like, ooh.
Man,
I
it
can't eat
smells
that.
so good.
It smells really good.
Yeah. And like I said, we typically eat it with applesauce and sour cream. Again, this one's good. I'll flip this one. Now you kind of have to just kind of watch them and see how it's crunchy like that.
Oh, that looks good.
So it's kind of in some ways we think it's like, I guess you would think of like hash browns for breakfast.
So is there a particular? Okay, so you guys do this as a holiday. Is there a particular oil you have to use if you're Jewish? I mean, because we're not Jewish, so we don't know these things. But is it like a particular oil you have to use for the commemoration, or is it just any oil?
And any oil,
Yeah.
as long as basically, we always use the word clean instead
Yeah.
of kosher specifically.
Okay.
But if you look through the Levitical laws, we make sure anything we eat at all is to the dietary standards.
Yeah.
of-
And like the
of-
oil here, they have like, it has a U on it, and that's so we can know it's kosher. So
Yeah, it's-
Oh.
There's a company
So-
called
Well, I was doing something good and I didn't even know
Yeah.
it. Wow.
most
That-
people have it in their kitchen, don't even, like even
Yeah.
the pepper.
yeah.
See, the pepper has it here too.
Oh.
It's an
So-
Orthodox Union, and basically they just have a rabbi go in, and he doesn't like bless it. People think it's no, it's not at all. He just simply makes sure all the ingredients going in it pertain to the
Pertain to
Levitical
the
laws.
Levitical
okay.
laws.
Nancy says the Ozark Mountains of Missouri are beautiful. I think both families would like living there.
Actually, I think I would like living in the Ozark Mountains.
It's just the
but
summer.
We were
I
just
just
there.
don't know about the summers.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
I
do
don't
a
know.
get together in August.
We should.
Oh yeah.
In
We should.
Missouri.
And see if we can handle it.
And if we can't handle it,
Because
then
that's
we'll
gonna
know.
gonna be August.
And, oh, now one person was talking about sour cream, and I think some people don't know, but they are also traditionally served with sour cream, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, you like the sour cream, don't you?
I do. I like both.
I'm applesauce
Yeah. I like it both.
There you go.
and salt.
Yes.
Okay, any other questions?
I'm sure there are.
Now, I can tell you that another potato meal that a lot of Jewish people are called knishes. And knishes
He was
are
asking
good.
about.
Yeah, and basically, I mean, they're kind of similar. It's actually more like the mashed potato cakes.
Yeah.
But instead of frying them in this, you deep fat fry them.
Yeah.
That's how we always did them. And you can actually stuff them with stuff. Like depending on what type of Jew you are, you may be like a European Jew and actually have like sauerkraut in them. I don't like sauerkraut.
It's on the stove.
But you can actually stuff the knishes with different types of good stuff as well. And those are good too. But latkes are by far my favorite.
Do you have a recipe for the knishes? Because somebody was asking.
I don't.
I don't.
No. We really don't fix them near as often.
Yeah.
Latkes are
It's
the
clean.
thing.
I
Are you
just,
sure?
Yeah.
I can go in
No,
and wash.
I just,
Okay. All right.
it's stained.
Sheridan says hi all.
Hi guys. All right. So
Hello, Turin!
So
Flicking.
somebody said, Patty said there's a Jordan River in Utah.
Is it
There
really?
you go.
We should go over there and shoot a video.
That'll be our last state.
That'd be
That'd be last day.
hilarious.
Okay.
Put your foot in the water and see if it.
Our staff.
51 miles long.
Is it really?
Wow.
Really? Oh man,
That's
that's
crazy.
funny. Cool. Man, they smell really good. So this little stove thingamabobber does not cook real quick.
Yeah, it's kind of
So-
it reminds me of camping, like in the hot plate.
Yeah.
That's our life.
Why I haven't been camping lately.
We're like, this is cooking fast. What are you talking
So
about?
okay, so you guys are living. We're at this time of day where the sun is almost
it's kinda
over the
going down a
house,
little
but okay, here.
Do we need to
There,
rotate it?
is that better?
Yeah.
So you guys are living in the camper with 6 kids.
Yep.
How are you cooking? Because I saw your stove and it's like this big,
Yeah, it is. Honestly,
and your sink is like.
I know.
this
The sink is even
Yeah.
smaller. No, honestly, we do most of the cooking outside. But
Oh,
we
do you?
try to. One thing about camping is if you camp, you pay for the thing. All electricity is free, but the propane that you use or for the gas and things like that isn't. So we've gone to all electric. Like I have 2 electric burners. I have electric skillet. The Fry Daddy. We're thinking about getting an Instapot. And so that
Air fryer.
Yeah, air fryer. Everything's electric because it's free. If not, we have to pay for the propane. So
But if we boondock,
Yeah.
which means basically, if you don't know what boondocking is, you just stop somewhere where you can't plug in the camper. Like we boondocked one night so far in a
Yeah.
Walmart parking lot. Which it's interesting, by the way, as a quick side note. If you think it's interesting going to Walmart, try waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning in your jammies to step outside, and there's people there shopping outside
yeah,
the
you
camper.
get some looks. It's actually quite funny.
But
So-
that's where you have to use the gas
Yeah.
because in that case, Walmart for some reason doesn't let you plug in your
yeah,
electric
you
stuff
can't.
into their.
They kind of kick you off for that.
Oh, what was the food you just talked about? The one I said besides latkes?
Knishes.
Knishes. Well, somebody's asking about kugel. Is it kugel?
Google, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Kugel, man, its
been
origin
years.
as far it's I don't know if it's like a grain. I can't tell you exactly what Google is. We actually don't ever use it,
Yeah,
but
we
I know
don't.
what it is. And sometimes that's actually one of the things used in making knishes as well. Like it's kind of like couscous. You ever had couscous before?
Actually, our friend Annika, who's Jewish in Israel, she's an Israeli citizen. She's from Israel. She sent us some couscous, and
I'm gonna
I've
go
been
get
gonna
some
make it on the show, and I haven't had a
Yeah.
chance to make it. I should have made it today. I wasn't thinking.
I like it too. It's good.
Shoot. So how do you guys make it? Because I've been looking for a recipe to use for it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I've never
Oh,
made it.
you never made
Personally,
it?
I've never made it.
So
I've eaten it
that's
lots of
on my
times, but-
to-do list. I'll probably do it as soon as we get back because I've been dying to try it, but it's just
Yeah.
one thing after another has happened where I haven't
I don't think
been
it's
able
hard.
to.
I've always had somebody like Ashley, or I don't know if Ashley's ever made it either. Or like
Yeah.
my mom's made it, that type
Yeah.
of stuff.
Man, that's looking really good.
April Owens is wondering if you're part of the RV homeschool group. She
You-
said that she's heard about it and she's wondering about it.
Yeah, we've heard about it too. We are not part of that group. There's actually a whole bunch of RV groups. Like there's one group that's literally just RV families, and
Wow.
they actually have meetups twice a year, where they'll get like a discount going to like Legoland where they just went, and
Huh.
but we haven't joined any of that stuff. Not that we're against it. We think it'd be a blast, but we've been so busy home searching and that type of stuff rather than focusing on really meeting up with other families.
So just because some people are just joining us, can we summarize what we're
Okay,
doing here?
so we are making latkes with Out of Goshen. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel. Your channel's growing quick. You guys
It
are
is.
doing good.
It is.
They are traveling around the country with their 6 kids in an RV looking for a new place to start a homestead. And they came to Colorado just to see us,
We
I'm
did.
sure. No, they came because they had a... Let's see, you've talked about your trailer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to say something that I was... So their trailer, they have a trailer that they parked here because your family's here.
Yes.
And so they're coming to deal with that because we had a really bad windstorm like 10 days ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was bad.
It's like
It
70
was
or 80
bad.
miles per hour. I think
Yeah,
is what they said.
it was. I've never seen anything like it. It was so bad. I took Jack out of school because there were stop signs blowing.
Mm-hmm.
There were electric poles that were really wobbly, and I'm like, this is not a good thing. And so you guys had to come out to deal with that.
Yep, the roof blew off.
Yeah.
And then because we sold our house, our daughter has a car, and we needed to do something with it, so we brought it and stuck it at my parents' house.
There you go. So, so you're taking the car back with you?
It's staying at my mom's
Oh,
house.
okay.
Until we find our homestead.
Yeah, until we find our homestead.
Okay.
It's free
Oh,
parking.
Jonathan at Florida Singularity says, I adore these people.
We love Jonathan,
Jonathan, we
too.
adore you
He's
too.
one of our best viewers.
You're like an adopted sibling in the
Isn't
family.
he? He's so funny.
We're gonna make you an honorary Jew. Jonathan, we'll watch how they're doing this, Jonathan. Next time we see you, we want to see you make
All right,
latkes
so
to make
this-
it official.
There you go.
This one's officially done, so I don't know who wants
Okay,
to give
Mike.
it a try.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Give
So,
it a
come
try.
on over here.
Here it comes. Here it
And you
comes.
can put applesauce or sour cream if you want, but if you don't want it, it's just fine either way. Or if you want to put ketchup, I mean,
I'll have to
that's...
try all 3 ways.
No
'cause I wanna
ketchup.
be-
No ketchup.
Well, what's funny was we read that ketchup is
Yum.
like a real no-no.
It is a no-no.
And that it's like almost an insult
It
if
is
you
an
put
insult.
ketchup
All right.
on.
That's
Well,
what
my
I said, no
brother
ketchup.
eats
Do you put it on top?
I normally
On
on the side, and
Yeah,
you just dip
kinda
it.
in.
People were wondering about, I'd like to also try the sour cream and just plain all the above.
Yeah, I
There you
know.
go.
So some people were talking about, is it an insult to eat it with other things besides this?
Here, hold
Like,
on.
some people were talking about things like ranch dressing and stuff like that. Is that too much like a
I
hash
don't know
brown?
if it's an insult. It's just, it's not what we do. But, I mean, hey.
All right,
works.
let's see. I think I'll try the applesauce first.
Oops, hold on, wait. This is a YouTube moment. We have to
We have
have
to focus in
Hannah
here.
get a picture.
Okay,
hold
get
on.
a picture
Hold
of
on.
him trying it. If either he likes it or doesn't.
Mike's gonna strike the pose.
Okay, there you go. Or a video, whatever you need to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Hurry, the sun's
All right,
coming.
testing it.
Okay, good. They're
Yeah,
different, aren't
It's
they?
very similar to a hash brown, isn't
Okay, I
it?
have to try it by itself now.
Yeah.
What'd you do? The applesauce?
Applesauce.
I did the applesauce. It's different than I expected. Good.
We always need more salt on
It
it.
tastes it
You need more
because
salt?
the world needs more salt. People.
It does.
Yeah, it's a little different than hash browns. It's good.
It
different,
is.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little more cakey or
Yeah.
something.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna try it with the sour cream now.
The last time we were together, they tried matzo ball soup for the first time.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was really
I like
good.
the matzo ball soup. I'm gonna keep this.
Okay, go
This is
for it.
really good, guys.
It's like, I'm not sharing now.
Okay,
All
now I'm
right,
gonna
this
mix
one's ready.
together these.
There's more where that comes from.
Try
right, that
every
one's for you.
combination.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, this goes.
Man, that's good.
Like I'll make a huge. We have a huge tray of them, and the kids are like, "Oh my gosh, these are so
The
good."
kids just snarf them all.
We just eat them for dinner.
Does the applesauce have a special significance, or do you know?
Not that we know
Yeah,
of.
that I know of. It's
Yeah.
just I don't know. Everybody eats it like that, so.
Somebody was asking what Jewish tradition would you most associate this with, and it's Hanukkah. isn't
Yes.
it?
Hanukkah,
yeah, no
yep.
doubt. But there's a lot of famous rabbis that will tell you that you don't need Hanukkah to eat latkes.
Oh, yum. That's really good.
And sometimes I do. You know, if you have like
Okay,
a
let's
few
see.
potatoes that you need to get rid of, it's a good throw together.
Mmm.
Yeah.
I like the sour cream.
Isn't the sour cream good? I see. I told you.
yes,
I like the sour cream. He
girlfriend.
thinks I'm nuts. I think it's
Applesauce.
delicious.
Yeah, but I like mayonnaise on everything.
Well, yeah, I do too. So.
So that explains it.
Yeah, I am
Yum.
totally a mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's
Person.
really good. I see a new recipe for us.
Yes, and it's so easy, inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I mean, you don't have to put the onions if you don't like the onions. If you don't, you can just make a small, do 2 potatoes and an egg and a little bit of flour, and you would be good for just 1 or 2 people.
Sorry. Don't want to burn the hide off my mouth.
They do can tend to get a little warm.
I think Emerance has a dilemma.
Yum.
She says ketchup is a must on everything. That's a dilemma, I think.
Well, so Mike was reading up because we had no idea. So he's reading up before we trying to get ready for the show, and he's like, "Oh, don't do ketchup."
So she's an old-fashioned girl, says, so God doesn't like ketchup.
God doesn't like ketchup.
Dave, you want to try
You
one?
want ready? One's ready,
Dave,
Dave.
come on.
Come on.
Dave's not real adventurous.
Oh,
Not adventurous.
I don't think ketchup is.
All right, Sam. There you go.
Ketchup isn't
Almost dropped it.
forbidden. It's just.
Here's a fresh fork. Oh,
I would
Huh?
say,
Oh, Gavin. You want to
Gavin,
try
come
one,
here, Gavin.
Gavin?
for those of you worried
Come on
about
camera,
ketchup,
buddy.
I would say
Okay.
You have an official
ketchup
Jewish
probably
latke.
isn't forbidden
Okay,
as
hold
much
on.
as it's just
It's
kind of
not
like
quite ready.
Oh,
Hold on.
We're not ready
it's
yet.
kind of like putting ketchup on a steak. That's kind of the concept.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
is.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not that it's not that God's going to
It's not
strike
that it
you.
wouldn't be tasty. It's just
Yeah.
It's not that God's going to strike you for
No,
putting
he
ketchup on.
won't. He won't.
he might.
You can in a minute, baby. No, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I haven't checked.
Oh, goodness.
Go ahead.
Oh my. There.
Thank you.
How are they, Sam?
Good.
Yeah.
Did your mom do good?
They always like salt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's salt.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Jenna.
Okay, so what is the hardest thing you have found living in the RV?
I think it's like when we pack up and then move to a new site, and the next site like has like a back in where you have to back in, or an
Yeah.
obstacle.
Parking it.
Like I can't handle that, so he does it, and it stresses me out.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing is the laundry,
Yeah.
and it's not the washer and dryer.
Oh, really?
No.
If we
If the
actually
parks will
have
let
it
us.
right, we actually work it out. So as long as somebody does 2 loads a day with that little washer and dryer, we'll keep up. But there's a lot of parks that don't allow you to hang clothes up for drying.
Yeah.
And then furthermore,
You can't-
days that are raining,
Yeah.
days that are traveling.
A lot of parks
And
are
your shower's like this big, so you
Yeah.
can't even hang anything.
like 2
Right,
shirts.
exactly.
Yeah. So
We have a couple racks we put outside when it's not raining. We'll put them
Yeah.
out there, but
Yeah.
and that works great. But not
Yeah.
all parks allow
yeah,
that.
not all parks. We found quite a bit, honestly.
They don't want
love 'em.
skivvies hanging all over the place.
I guess. I don't know. They
Looking like a trailer park.
Exactly.
One of the days we were actually sitting out there, and a guy came with bolt cutters and was cutting down people's lines.
Clotheslines.
It was
Yeah.
clotheslines because they said they weren't
The
supposed
park
to
didn't
have
allow
them
it, but they
out.
did it anyway,
They
so
did
you
it
went and cut
anyway,
them
so they
down.
were cutting them down. We're like, okay, I guess we're not doing that.
Oh man.
In a minute, baby.
See, I don't know about that. It's like I don't have a problem with that myself. But I live in Colorado, and here people are a little particular about those kinds of things.
I know.
So I can see why trailer parks don't do it sometimes, but to me,
These are RV parks.
RV parks, excuse me, not a trailer park, RV park. Excuse me.
Oh, Christine wants you to make matzo too.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah,
Well, you know,
we
it's funny.
almost did that.
We talked about with coming over here. We thought about the matzo, but I was like, well, they already had matzo.
Yeah, they already
balls
had it. I
here.
was like, okay, they
Yeah.
have to have it.
Latkes. Yeah. we
So
love
what's in
matzo
matzo ball soup? What's the
It's the
dumpling
crackers.
made out of?
It's the crackers. It's
It's-
fine. It's the matzah ground really,
Oh, it's just the ground cracker?
Let you know what
Oh.
matzah
and
is.
eggs and oil.
During Passover, and we call it Feast of Unleavened Bread, we can't eat any type of breads that have, it makes it so it rises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we eat are these things called matzah crackers. I guess they're crackers, matzos. And we spend the entire week, actually 8 days, making all kinds of adventurous stuff using the matzos. And so it's those crackers we actually use to make matzo balls.
Sometimes actually, I mean, you do the celery and the carrots, and sometimes people put potatoes, but I don't put potatoes. Some honestly put chicken in it too, but so it's almost like a chicken noodle soup in a way, but instead of dumplings, it's the matzo
Yeah.
balls. So
Yeah.
I love
Denise
them.
says she wants wine, safer wine. Michelle wants to know what you added to the potatoes again. I think we'll go ahead and share the recipe.
Yeah,
while
absolutely.
You can go ahead and tell them.
And don't forget, guys, Dining on a Dime Cookbook, free shipping, 30 hours left until our Mother's Day sale is over. 30 hours left, so go grab it if you want it for Mother's Day. So what is in this? So once again,
all right, we have potatoes shredded, and then we put eggs and a little bit of flour, salt and pepper, and onions. If you like onions, mince it up, and then you just put it in patties and fry it up in oil. So it's really
There you go.
inexpensive
And are you
that
supposed
easy.
to squeeze it out to get
Yeah,
the water out of it?
yeah, because it has the eggs juice in it. It has water from the potatoes, so it's easier to squeeze it to make the patties. And you always have excess water left over, so it can be a little messy between the oil and that.
And if you missed the recipe, we posted a recipe at livingonadime.com, and I keep sharing it. But if you miss it, you can go to livingonadime.com and click show notes.
Yep.
And the link is in the show notes.
Yep. And if you're just joining us, this is Out of Goshen. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel. They're almost as good as we are.
Almost.
We're working on it.
Almost.
You guys are doing really good,
We are.
actually. I mean, let's see. When did I noticed when you guys were doing shirts for Brad and Krista. That's how I found you.
Yeah.
So how long has that been? 6 months?
No. 4.
Not 4 months?
4 months.
started
Wow,
4
you guys are
months.
doing really good.
4 months ago we started.
S.J. Bernstein or Stein, I'm not sure which, is asking, where can I follow them online?
Yeah, so
online.
our website, I'll tell you right now, is sketchy. Just outofgoshen.com.
Yeah.
If you go there, you will see something. I'm working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it. We've
working
had a lot of difficulty with that, but you can
But
follow us.
the YouTube,
Yeah.
and we are on Facebook too, but YouTube for Out of Goshen, all one word, by the way, there's no spaces between there. Just type in either way and we'll be the first
Obviously,
to pop up
right
there.
there's the hottest.
And how do you spell Goshen?
Goshen.
Ian.
Yes.
And I am sharing the link in the comments, and it's
Thank you.
also
Absolutely.
in the show notes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Are you up next?
We are
So-
also
No.
on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
Are,
Instagram
yes.
too.
She's
Yeah.
been working on our Instagram.
Good job.
So let you know, from here,
Girlfriend,
from
good
Colorado,
job.
All right, Gavin.
we are going down and meeting with the Texas boys next.
All right. Do you want to
and
try
then from
applesauce
there-
or sour cream?
I guess
Okay.
From there, we're going to Florida
Can I go grab him a fork?
just to finish up closing on the house. Then we're going
You
to
wanna eat it
spend
on
a couple
camera or off
months
camera?
in
Oh,
Wisconsin and
All
Michigan,
right, it's hot, so be careful.
Indiana.
Thank
We're
you.
coming up there
Uh-huh.
for, I think, 2 months scheduled.
So you're going down to Texas after here.
Just going back to Florida.
We're just we're
We
just
have
gonna
another
stay
one.
half a day. So
You want another one, Mike?
Sure.
Here, you can finish mine
Actually, I
while
didn't
you're.
quite finish the one I had, but yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
I will tell you though, they don't taste the best like reheated. Like
Oh, don't they?
they taste okay, but it loses I think a lot of
They're
the
really good.
goodness. I think,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Potato chunk.
You need to sit down.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so the hardest thing is the laundry.
The laundry,
What's
honestly.
easiest that you didn't think? What did you think was going to be hard but ended up not being such a big deal?
Honestly, cramming all of us in the RV because there is 8 of us with 2 dogs and a cat all the time. And our trailer's big, but not as big as I thought. And so honestly, it's we actually aren't on each other's feet and at each other's throat as we thought we would be.
Really?
Yeah, because I think we go outside more and we kind of take shifts of doing certain things. Like each day, a kid or an adult has like kitchen duty and things like that, so it doesn't get put all on me. So I'm not the one stuck in the RV all the time. So
Yeah, that's good.
it's been
Yeah.
kind of nice.
So what do the kids think about all this?
They love it.
Do they?
They do. David, being 5, and he's born and raised in that house, he's had a little hard time, especially because we've gone back to the house twice.
Oh yeah.
And so he's like, I want to go back to that house. But then he's like, but I love riding my bike. And can we go fishing? And can we play in the creek? And so he's
funny.
enjoyed doing that. Just a minute. Yes, you can have one in just a minute. She loves those.
Do you love them? Are they yummy? Huh? He's like, I don't know. Maybe.
So we have a couple of questions about matzah.
Okay.
A couple of people are asking, or Laurel wants to know, what is matzah made of? You might repeat that in case they can't hear me.
What's the actual matzah made of? Is it? It's not cornmeal. It's wheat crackers, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's,
I don't. I'll
it's
be honest with
honestly
you.
cracker. Honestly,
I have no idea.
I don't.
I eat 'em.
I don't make them. I just buy them. We'll buy like honestly a family case, and that will get us through Passover.
Yeah,
so
that's a good question.
I've never officially made them. I've always bought them.
If you just go to Amazon and type in matzah, M-A-T-Z-A, or matzos, Z-O-S, you'll be able to pull it up. What the ingredients are is I'm not sure. We just did it.
We just buy them,
Forever,
honestly.
I'm not sure.
I feel like I don't have enough time or energy to
Actually
make.
Yeah, some
matzah
people
for
do
the
make
week.
their own.
Yeah, I have a
Some
girlfriend that
people
makes
Why
it.
not? What are you doing?
I have laundry.
On this recipe, Joanne is wondering, how did you shred the potatoes, when they were raw or cooked?
They're raw. That's what's so easy about this is you just get a potato and peel it, and then with just raw, you just shred them all and stick them in a bowl. That's why it's so great, because it's really honestly an easy meal because you don't have to cook the potatoes, and it
Yeah.
cooks as you're frying them. So
Yeah.
you can see them; they turn a different color from like a white to a yellowish to a golden brown.
Yeah.
And
Just a minute.
Sylvia
Just a minute. girlfriend.
Sylvia wants to know if you can use frozen shredded potatoes.
I don't know.
I would say I think so.
I don't know.
I've actually had friends, I believe, do that.
I've
But
never.
especially since we reserved this for Hanukkah and just kind of make it more special.
Yeah.
As a family, we all take turns shredding and
Shredding
get it all
and
ready. It's
yeah.
kind of like a tradition for us. But I believe I actually know some friends who have actually used some of the shredded potatoes from the
I'm not
from the
sure
freezer.
exactly how it would work, but I mean it might.
You probably just do it frozen like that,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Hannah, can you go find David?
Not her David. Which David? 2 Davids in the house.
Come here, Corby.
Yeah, we have 2 Davids now.
Yeah, they're all over. So it was funny because Jack, I was telling them that they were coming, and I said, all right, you need to get your room cleaned up. He said, well, why? I said, well, because they might want to play with the toys in your room. And he's like, well, I don't know. And I said, well, bring some toys up so they have something to play with when you get here. So Jack made this little sign
It's
out
so
of cardboard. And
You hungry?
And it said on it, let's see, bring it here so we can show. It's pretty cute. Okay, so there it is.
So the sign says, "Hi, here are some toys you may play with. I will be home in 3 hours, Jack."
Because he thought they were coming at 1 o'clock, so he
Yes.
was like, or 2 o'clock. So he said, "I'll be home in 3 hours."
So
I
cute.
thought that was pretty funny, but he was getting all prepared. This is the oldest, Naomi. I keep getting you two mixed up. I'm sorry. Everybody does that, don't they? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The
So
oldest
there-
and the youngest.
Yeah,
A few people are asking for the recipe. I'm sharing it again.
absolutely.
So, what's your opinion of living in the RV?
I'm loving it. I love being able to wake up in a new place every day.
Do you? What's been your favorite place so far?
I don't know.
Look at me, I don't know.
We were just in our driveway.
For those people who don't know
pretty-
you,
yeah,
how are
yeah.
you related to these people?
This
How do
is
you
their
know them?
daughter. This is their oldest daughter.
Yes, there is one ready.
So, you just like traveling and
Actually,
seeing all the
Corby
different
Line was
places.
okay.
I can't wait till we go to New York.
Hold on, it's hot.
Oh, you guys are going to New York?
Eventually.
Eventually.
Are you? Cool.
Okay, he can have some. Come on, Jenna. Jenna, go in with that.
Andrea Cruz is on. Hi, Andrea.
Hello. Yeah, see, that's what I think I would like. It's just seeing the different places
Yeah.
and trying out the new things.
So Denise is asking, where's Dave? He's off playing with Sam,
Sam,
and,
yeah.
and, then-
Their son Sam, yeah.
and also his other friend that sometimes comes over.
Dave has a friend that wants to be a video guy, and so he's been coming over for our shows occasionally and watching because he's all excited to do some video producing. So
I will tell you guys, when you cook these on a regular stove, they do take a while, but they do cook faster.
Do they?
But
I was gonna say, do you want to be done and we can have the girls finish cooking them in the house and we can start our fire pit?
I'm fine either way.
You guys
Either
want to
way.
do that?
You want to finish up? They've tried them.
Okay,
I
we
wouldn't
can do
complain
that
if
as
I wouldn't complain
as
if there were
Corbin
too
is
many
digging
and
in the
one needed to
ashes.
go away.
So is this one of your favorites?
I love Latkes.
Do you?
I like anything with potatoes.
Yeah.
You are a reader.
Yes, I am.
Man, you
goodness.
and my
Throw
daughter,
it on the floor.
you and my daughter would get along well. She will sit down and go through the books. I saw your last mail haul.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! I was like, where are you putting all those books?
That's on her side of the car and
my
the seat
camper.
and everything like that. Sure, everybody else has clothes and shoes and she has books.
Yeah.
So everybody
ran out
gets
of
to
room.
decide.
You
So
ran out of room?
yeah, she did.
So
She-
how are you doing that in the RV then? Are you getting
it's
rid
sharp.
of books as you bring new ones in, or?
No, since we have the storage unit, I just take the books I've read and put them in there.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
she kind
Yeah.
of gotten her. She has a book problem, don't we? We
do.
both
Yes.
do, but we
I
went,
like
we
books.
went to Ollie's out east,
yeah.
and oh my gosh, they have like the best books. They're like $1.99 and $2.99 for
Oh, really?
books. Yeah.
So I was okay. So I saw that video.
Yeah.
So are those like library books that people
Some
have?
they have a new section in this library, but then the rest of them are just like out of stock from the stores,
they're
like
brand new.
overstock, and they're brand new. And then I honestly won't pay over $4 for a book. So
I don't. Yeah, we go and we get little novels from like the late 1800s to the 60s that are clean,
yeah,
but we'll get little ones, and every now and then you'll go to a garage sale and somebody collected them too, and you'll get like
oh yes.
150 for 10 cents each,
Yes.
or 5 cents each or something.
What's
so.
the books you're trying to
So-
collect now? Krista.
Oh, Agatha Christie.
Yeah, Agatha.
Oh,
Christie.
Agatha Christie?
But
Yeah.
I'm collecting like
She's
the leather
trying to.
back,
She's trying to get those. She loves them.
collector's edition. They're all black
Oh,
ones.
Yeah,
okay.
she's-
So if anybody has any leather-bound
Yeah.
Agatha Christie,
Yes.
email me and I will give you their address.
She's collecting those. She's gotten a couple, and she loves it.
Cool. Yes, dear.
Oh, Linda just says my two favorite YouTubers cooking together.
Yay, yay. Well, we're going to do a fire pit after this if it doesn't rain for the first time in Infinity in Colorado.
Oh, you liked it? Good. I'm glad.
Gavin, you gave it a thumbs up?
I give it a thumbs
Good.
up.
Awesome.
All right.
Yay.
Good. Even the
Get
kids
it.
like it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So, do you have Ellen's asking, and a couple other people are talking about it. Do you sell the Out of Goshen t-shirts? Is there a link where people can get them?
Honestly, we were selling them for a while, but because we're in the RV, our heat press and things like that, it takes up too much space, so we've kind of put it on hold. So we have kind of produced a few and stuck it for like when we've gone to a couple conventions That's where they got that. And we've given a couple away, but on the most part, they're not being sold now. We're hoping, I don't know, soon, but I don't even know if we know where all the parts are for the heat press.
You need a house though to do
I know,
that.
you do. It takes
You can't be pulling a heat press behind the
I know. I thought about it. I was like, well, if we lift up the bed, but then I was like, okay, I have like no clothes room if we do that. So, because the heat press is, I'm not kidding you, it's like,
It's
it's
huge.
this big, and then that's just the heat press.
So did you guys do that as a business before?
We did. We tried to make that as a side,
Oh,
a side
okay.
business. We did bumper stickers,
Oh,
and
okay.
we sold them on Etsy and eBay, and we actually did really well with that. That was, and T-shirts.
Wall art.
Yeah, wall art.
Oh, so like if I wanted a gnome sticker, you could print me out a gnome like hanging with my gnomies.
Exactly. And we actually sold to them. We have a really pretty scripture on our wall in our living room, like, and it's like this big. And I,
In the living room that we're
custom
selling,
made it
but-
for me to match the decor. And we had online did it, and it was like I think $350 is what somebody was asking
Oh,
to
wow.
make it. So it was.
Or
nice.
my other favorite one, my other car is a wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow. That's awesome.
A2 family homestead in the house.
Hey
She
guys.
said she's drooling.
Our favorite
You have to wait, baby.
Jenna's here for
soapbox
seconds.
makers.
She already had some. She wants more.
Is that yummy? Should we have the girls take it in so we can start our fire pit and then we can all eat our dinner while we're talking to everybody, finishing it?
You
wanna
might
do that?
mention
Is
the
that
sale
okay?
for the people who.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so we're gonna set up our fire
All right.
pit. Don't forget dining on a dime. Free shipping. Thank you.
Yes,
we're
it was
gonna
so
stay
much
on
fun. Yes.
for just a little bit longer and just yak. But the poor kids are starving.
They are. So we're gonna take this in and let it finish up there.
One more
All
look.
right.
All right.
So
I was gonna,
here we
Do you
go.
want one more look?
I was gonna get. Oh,
Okay.
I didn't.
Mike wants one.
Those are
Oh,
so
one more word.
delicious.
Wish you could smell.
They're
smell
so
Cam.
delicious. Yeah.
Yum.
Have to bring the salt.
Hot oil. Hot oil.
Okay, stall for time.
So, stall for time. Okay,
It
so.
is.
Woo.
Woohoo.
So what are we gonna
Mike's
do?
happy.
We are gonna set up the fire pit. And Eric, if you can unplug that.
Oh, Karen says tomorrow's the last day for free shipping on Dining on a Dime. Ordered my daughter-in-law hers.
Yay! Thank you.
Somebody else was
thank
saying
you.
she bought some for her granddaughters, so yay.
We've been shipping out a lot of 2, 3, 4 orders. And I ran out of boxes, so you're gonna get a Dining on a Dime box because I ran out of boxes, so I had to cut them down. But it is free shipping until tomorrow for Dining on a Dime. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Believe it or not, moms like cookbooks, especially if they're practical and they can actually use them. So, can you lift?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's just lift this over here. Okay, we're gonna set up for our fire pit.
Set change.
Okay.
Mike stands. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
We used to do that whenever something was going on here. I'll move the fire pit in. Are you
Okay. Yeah. Then we're gonna have to go get the kids to get firewood because
Because we have to put them to
because
work.
that's why we have kids so they can work. Hey kids!
That's why we have 6 kids.
I know. I believe
6
in
times the
slave
work.
labor.
Yeah.
My children work. Can you call all the boys to come get firewood?
Madeline says going to order my second copy now. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, hey, your cousin Tammy says see you later. Have to go get ready for work.
Bye, Tammy. Thank you. Okay, so let's think. What can we talk about for like 3 minutes while we get the chairs out? Any other questions, dear?
What? Okay. It's all right. Wait,
Do I
was
even
that?
want to know? Okay, I don't want to know. Okay, first, gentlemen, we need chairs first. And then we need firewood.
Oh, there's somebody who's asking about the recipe for the latkes again, and I will share that now.
Okay.
Wait, do you have a small like?
Or better yet, we'll give you the address to Living on a Dime. You can just show up here and we'll make it for you.
Okay, so have you...
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
That's what friends are for.
So, here's my question for you.
Watch my camera, Sam.
So that was my question. Have you had any major
Oh, you had-
issues on the trip?
What about the fancy new chairs?
Yeah, we can get those too. We're
All
gonna
right.
need them all.
Coming up soon
Dave, just hand it to
on
Sam.
an Out of Goshen video just for you. We have 2 cameras that we use. And let me get one for you just so you can get an idea of what happened here. Here's the camera systems we have. They're kind of pricey, I guess you could probably imagine that. And therefore, I should not do things like put it down in the driveway of the house next to a trailer. And I put it down, and I think, I'm definitely not blaming Sam, but I think Sam moved the trailer over after I did it, because if I would have moved my van, I wouldn't have done this. But I pulled down the driveway, and sweet little Jenna, that's our 3-year-old, is saying, "Daddy, your camera." And I was like, "I know, it's in the driveway, sweetie." "No, Daddy, your camera." "I know, Johnny." "No, it's in pieces on the driveway." What she's trying to tell me, because I ran it over. But on a good note, the really expensive microphone, untouched. The camera itself has some scrapes and bruises. The only thing that really broke was a little attachment point here, which is only
really?
a $10 part, yeah.
Oh, wow. How'd you manage that?
Well,
Firewood.
then the next part happened.
Oh, no.
This is coming up on a video, so for those of you watching now, you get the inside scoop. We're hooking up Naomi's car to a tow dolly, and Sam had the job of hooking the tow dolly to the trailer hitch on the van. I had the job of checking to make sure he hooked it to the van, which he did not. So when I hit the gas to pull up Naomi's car in the tow dolly, it rammed the tow dolly in the back of a brand new van and smashed it into it. So now we have like this.
How brand new is brand new?
We
2017.
Yeah, it's a 2017. We just bought it 9 months ago.
That's not good.
Ever bought
But that's okay, because we have a permanent reminder now in the back of the van of a tow dolly of taking Naomi's car to Colorado. Everything still works just fine, and a good part, nobody got hurt, even the cameras.
Oh,
But,
man.
but a valuable lesson.
That's good to start.
Love Sam, but 12-year-old, you got to check to make sure he's doing the job correctly when he does a job.
That's funny.
Right, Sam?
Dave, can you give me the paper?
Um,
Oh, man.
So we've had a lot of people asking, where in Texas are you going to be? Is it an undisclosed location?
It is undisclosed. Wow, flying papers. It is
Yeah,
undisclosed.
Joshua.
Just like I was messing with Tara, saying we're going to give you the address to where they live. Yeah,
Well, we're having our meetup July 1st in Meade. So come, if you want to meet us at the park in our town, come meet us in Meade, Colorado.
but in Texas, it'll be undisclosed. In fact, we're only stopping there for a couple hours to see another channel, the Texas boys. And then we're moving on to Florida because we have to hurry up and close on our house to head up to Wisconsin. Now, for you Wisconsinites,
Are you going to see Big Family?
we're going to see Big Family. We're going to see the Weekend Homesteader. Do you know him, Will?
Yes. I've never
And-
met him, but I mean,
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
I've seen him.
In fact, he already says that he has a trail that needs to be cut on his property. And I said, I have lots of people to cut your trail for you.
Yeah,
and,
you just did a ton of work for Justin Rhodes.
Yep, exactly.
Wait a minute. I should have been. Whoa. Wait. I should have been having them haul. What are we doing sitting around doing a fire pit? We should be hauling wood chips.
Well, it's okay. I should have told you that's what we do for Homestead Channel.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You're not a Homestead Channel.
I'm a homesteader at heart.
So Bandana Grandma says, "Howdy, Out of Goshen family.
Nice.
Tell the truth, I said hi."
I've been in a grandma.
Susie!
Yeah, they all ran in.
So
They got
so-
friends.
So we're just sitting here doing this ourselves.
I guess.
Well,
Sam loves to start fires.
Well, I should get Sam out here to start it.
I missed it while the girls were out, but somebody was complimenting them, so.
Oh, that's so sweet.
There. Okay,
Yeah.
should we just start it now?
Sure.
Okay. Tar
Cool.
with fire.
And there's no food involved.
Oh, aren't you funny? You're gonna be sleeping outside tonight with no tent.
What?
Perfect.
That's
long
what the
as it doesn't
trampoline
rain.
is for.
Well, I know. One of the few times that it might actually rain here. Okay, so I didn't set this up very well, but ooh. So how long are you guys gonna be in Colorado?
We have to be back in Florida on the 14th.
Yeah. And it'll take us a good day and a half. Plus, we're going to stop the Texas boys, so.
So besides that,
Is the Texas Boys, is that another channel? I'm
Yes,
not familiar with that.
yes.
oh, you're not? Yeah, they're a Homestead Channel
Yeah.
in Texas,
They have
and they have
5 kids?
I'm moving this away because
I don't know. I can't keep
Four
track of
boys.
my own. So, yeah, they have 4 boys and a little girl, so.
and they're neat because their boys do all their video editing
Yeah.
for them and everything. It's really
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah.
Man, I got gypped.
I know, right?
we have one
I think
boy
the
that
oldest
does.
is like 12.
Man,
Really?
Dave is really killer with movie style motion graphics.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
let's
if you want
grab
to fly
chairs.
or morph your trailer into a, he can do it.
That's awesome.
Or not. I guess I didn't put enough paper in there.
Sam's actually starting his own channel. We've been working on a couple episodes called
Yeah?
Sam's Popsicle Sticks.
Oh, what?
Hi, Sam's Popsicle
Sam's
Sticks.
popsicle sticks. That's
And
cool.
he makes his own popsicle stick creations.
So Amy T is
Yeah.
saying
Did I mention I'm
she's-
good at starting fires?
So Amy D, I'm sure she's not the only one that's wondering this, but she said, yeah, there's Tara's fire starting skill. Sorry, dude.
Hey, I feel an insult there. Okay.
Amy T is asking what a number of other people are asking, which is just generally, she missed most of it and was just wondering generally, what was it that we made today?
Latkes.
And they're like potato pancakes, she's wondering,
Yes.
but different, crunchier.
Yeah.
Kind of like a cross between a potato pancake and a hash brown.
Crunchier,
I think that's a good
yummier,
description. Yeah.
and it's traditional.
It's a traditional Jewish Hanukkah meal.
And you can add other things to it, right, besides what we added?
You can add almost anything, but not ketchup. That's the moral of the story tonight.
No ketchup, that's funny. So we have dust on everything because of our wonderful dust storm.
If you missed any of the links we shared in the show and you want to know, like Out of Goshen's YouTube channel or the Latke recipe or the Mother's Day sale with the free shipping, you can go to livingonadime.com and click on show notes and all the information is right there. So,
Try and get it going. Did you want to bring the computer over here and do it over here?
I can.
Or can you?
I can.
So they can
sit here
see
at
it?
least.
Well, I'll probably wait till all of you sit so I know where the camera needs
Okay.
to be.
We can get
The last time this happened, the Deep South Gathering,
That was great.
singing songs.
We had campfire songs. That was great. Sort of. We didn't know the words to
If I
half
roll
of
down
them.
this hill, you guys won't laugh, right?
Well,
We
it was
will laugh.
supposed to be on the patio, but I didn't realize. Oh my. Oh, this
So
isn't real
two-family-
relaxing, is it?
It's reclining. Just don't lean back.
So two family
Oh, and
homestead
smoke
says,
follows beauty.
So the campfire song for this is, "Go down, 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 flame of fire."
whoa,
Okay, see?
getting smoked out over here.
Holy moly. You know the old saying, a white man builds a big fire.
Yeah.
An Indian builds it close and has some common sense. My goodness. Oh, that's hilarious. My uncle was always getting on to us for building big fires because he was like, you don't build a big fire. That's not how you do it. You sit closer with a smaller fire. But, I don't know.
So I don't think this would bother you. Amy was not sure if she should ask Amy T in Australia, but she was saying if it's not too personal, do you keep kosher and you find it hard while you're on the road when you have to cook in different places? She's just,
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Maybe this wasn't the best idea.
Stop, drop, and roll.
wow, the paper's throwing a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna sit like
You
this.
gotta let this cook down a little bit.
Okay.
That chair's gonna go up.
Hopefully it wasn't your
We
favorite.
do keep kosher, but to kind of like not to go into really big detail, by far the majority of Jews follow what's called rabbinic Judaism, where they follow what the rabbis set forth as far as being kosher. We keep kosher, but we're Karaite Jews, as in we only keep what's called the Torah specifically. And for us, as long as it fits in the scheme of Leviticus telling us what we can eat, then we eat it. And so it's pretty darn close to the same thing.
Hot.
But the difference is we may actually get pizza from a pizza store that's not certified kosher, as long as we've actually thoroughly looked through the ingredients and found
And
that
they
it's
have-
actually okay to eat
Yeah, and
there.
they have to use, like, they change their gloves and they have to have special things. And
Clean cooking surface
yeah.
and
so they
clean
know
knife.
who we are.
It's
so.
quite the
Well, how do
rigmarole.
you eat at Chick-fil-A and stuff like that?
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, we went through every single
We're good.
of the ingredients of the Chick-fil-A sandwich. The bun and the chicken sandwich and the waffle fries have nothing but clean ingredients, which is actually pretty rare in a restaurant.
And they don't kind of
And they take pride in not cross-contaminating. Like we're the area they fix bacon for people who want their bacon, whatever they put the bacon on. They never let it touch any of the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich areas, and therefore it's clean. Now, give you an idea, there's some things that we can't eat there. For example, I don't know what they're called. For breakfast, they have like these
chicken
little
minis.
Thank you, chicken minis. There's actually some ingredients in there that has some pork in it. Their ice cream isn't ice cream, it's ice dream, I think it's called. Actually has some ingredients in there that could be from pork derivatives,
they
so we
can't.
can't have that. So, yes, we do. But the second question is it difficult in a camper? The
In a camper, no.
The camper is easy. But if we want to stop in a town, especially when traveling all day, it's very difficult and limits what we can eat.
Yeah. very
So
limited.
we'll often just get like
We live off
bread.
of sandwiches.
Peanut
Sam.
butter and sandwich.
Oh, yeah,
Peanut butter and
peanut
jelly is what we live off of sometimes when we travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is good because it's cheap and it's easy and the kids all like it. And
Yeah.
I do too. So.
Hi.
Yeah. That would
Some
be.
people are terrified about the fire pit.
We believe in adventure.
So
I'm waiting for the camera to fall in.
Well, I was gonna say, do we want to move the Can we? Well, I guess we can't because the computer's there. Okay, go ahead. Did you have another question?
I can if I get the boys out
Okay.
here. Jane wonders if the space station will be able to see the fire. So, because of the camera lens, they thought that the wood thing was really close to it, even though it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't.
And they thought the fire was 9 feet tall. No.
So the camera makes it look bigger, but the wood was actually a lot. I mean, it was far enough that it wouldn't be a big deal. So yeah, don't worry, we were okay. It wasn't that adventurous, but
Camera's falling in.
So Marley says, I do fire out in my backyard in my fire pit, often so relaxing. So good to see you guys enjoying the evening.
yeah, I love fire pits.
Nancy
Yeah,
says,
well, when we did it with Alderman Farms, the camera like almost bit the dust in the fire.
A couple times.
It was, I thought we were never going to get that show done. The camera just kept falling and falling.
Yeah.
And it was just dumb stuff too. It wasn't,
Yeah.
the kids weren't hitting it. or
One time,
anything.
Jenna.
Oh,
One time,
Jenna did?
Jenna did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was dumb stuff that just kept happening.
Yeah, in Florida you have to have a special grate. You can't even have like this out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they do fires in
They
Florida?
regulate everything.
Yeah, they regulate everything in our backyard. We couldn't do this.
Really?
Yeah. We had to have a special fire pit.
In the fire department, I probably shouldn't say this. The fire department told us, they said if you do this, just get a big grate to put on top of it, and that way if they ever show
Yeah.
up, you can throw a steak on there and say, that's my grill. But in the area we're in
Oh,
anyway,
my
you couldn't
goodness.
actually have just a fire like this.
Somebody said they
Right.
do shopping carts. They just grill the stuff on the shopping carts. I was like, oh my.
There you go. I saw that one on
This actually really feels good.
meme on Facebook. Somebody would do that.
Yeah.
Somebody would do
Gross.
that. Did you have any more, dear?
sorry, let's see. Gina says this has been a good show, thanks. And Nancy says now they just need some marshmallows. I was wondering, is there such a thing as kosher marshmallows?
There are. Yeah, we actually order ours, and they come from Israel.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they have,
I thought you said so when we were
I
doing
think
it.
cow gelatin in
Yeah,
them
they
instead
do.
of pig gelatin.
And they taste a little bit different, but we've gotten so used to it. You know, if you want a marshmallow,
Woo.
then you have to.
Okay, now it's getting big.
Woo, it's popping.
But they're good. They roast just fine.
So how would they taste it? How would they taste
Like when you
different?
if you would make normal Rice Krispies, like my girlfriend made Rice Krispies, and she
Hi,
used
Jack.
the regular marshmallows, and it was more like a slimy-ish. And these one, because it's like made from a beef, it's more of a gooey-ish.
Yeah, so friends, honestly, who come over and try them say they taste just fine. They just
Yeah.
taste a little different.
But you can, which is funny because the fluff that you can get is kosher.
Okay.
So if you're making Rice Krispies, it's easier to
Just
use
use
the
the
fluff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not right now. I just know that we're gonna eat some dinner. So we're just finishing up on the last questions.
I'm hungry.
Okay, BJ! Did you guys meet
So
BJ?
Amy
Yeah.
is
Oh,
asking.
this is BJ, our oldest.
Oh, come on camera,
Nice
dude.
to meet you.
Wait, let's see you. There he is. Yay.
Mr. Poofy hair that everybody loves. Everybody loves BJ's hair. That's what they know him for.
Yep.
Did you try a Latke in there?
I'm sorry?
Did you try a Latke in there?
They're really
no,
good.
not yet.
All right, tell Hannah to give you one.
She already asked if I
Okay.
wanted one, so.
They're pretty good, actually. Yeah, they're really
So
good.
Amy wants to know if there's going to be a show Friday because it's going to be her birthday.
Oh no, Amy
Amy
Tees?
Hebel.
Oh no, probably not. So we are leaving day after tomorrow to go to Atlanta for the soap conference. And if we don't burn down before then, you know, this is where we should make grandma's old-fashioned soap.
I'm gonna burn the microphone.
I know.
I know.
Just looking at that.
And
Sorry.
Wednesday
Just
we are
messed up
not
yourself.
doing a show, and Friday we may or may not. We don't know what's happening with the conference, so we're not sure on that.
So what we were going to do is we're going to send out Wednesday we're definitely not doing a show, but Friday we were thinking we would send out a newsletter and an Instagram to tell everyone if it's going to be on.
Yeah.
And we'll probably make a video, even if we don't go live, we'll probably make a short video that just says, we're not live today, so that anyone that does show up and didn't get that will know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we'll be live again the following Monday for sure, on
Yeah.
our normal schedule.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay, I did not mean to make it this big.
I think I sent my eyebrows.
I was gonna say, remember the Uncle Leo? Did you guys ever see that Seinfeld with Uncle Leo where they burned off his eyebrows? Oh my goodness. Everybody thought he was frowning all the time, and it was funny.
So Ellen says so no show Wednesday either. Wednesday definitely not. Friday we're not sure.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening yet, so.
Mary Lee says she hopes you're feeling better, BJ.
Thanks.
He's not, but thank you for thinking of him. Yeah, poor guy. We finally had to kind of give up going to the doctors because we just can't figure out what's wrong.
Mindy's
Ibuprofen
asking.
and weed oil is making me.
Yeah, don't announce that, please.
Wow, we have a number of people saying you love kosher coconut marshmallows.
Oh, they are good.
I guess you have to try those.
Those are
since so
really
many
good.
People are saying that.
Yeah, all these, not all these, what's the other place? Ollie's. They'll have them on there, and they're like 59 cents because they're like old ones. They don't really care. They're really, really good.
Most grocery stores have like that little tiny
They do.
Jewish section. Sometimes you see those things. In there.
They don't out here.
It's like you come through.
They, we went to the Safeway.
Yeah, the Safeway.
The Safeway, not
Safeway
too
did
far.
here?
Yeah, they have, but it's
Really?
like they have like 5 shelves, so that's pretty good.
Wow. I've never seen it at the other
Watch out,
King
watch out, watch
Supers,
out.
but.
Woo!
Mike's gonna come over there and sit in front of the camera.
All right.
Oh, here I was almost done.
Almost done?
Go ahead, come sit
Oh,
by the
Now you're
camera.
gonna be well done.
Yeah, I'm gonna really be well done.
Well,
So.
we're not getting a whole lot of questions if you're wanting to go.
Oh, okay.
I just thought I'd
Do
come
you want
sit
to
here.
have a moment with Mike?
I thought I could come over here so people could admire Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. And his gnome computer. No one's seen it.
Just kidding. Hi everyone.
There.
This
dude.
is Mike from Out of Goshen and
Yes.
livingoutofdime.com. Just kidding.
Joining us live.
Hey, did you show everybody that you have your Out of Goshen official shirt there?
I do. I have my official
Yes.
Out of Goshen shirt on. See? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. No.
There's 8 there.
Oh, there's only
Nancy,
7.
or BJ?
Where are you getting
There's
made
Come
up?
over here.
Because
I have
this
to,
is
I have to
silhouette.
tell you
I'm
to
holding
comment when you're on
David.
camera.
Yeah.
You're holding David here.
Yeah.
She's
1,
holding
2,
Corbin.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh!
Hold on, we have an important announcement.
Oh.
Nancy says, BJ, the most gorgeous hair on YouTube.
There you go.
Woohoo! Oh, thank you.
Okay, here's BJ's
Yeah.
reaction.
Alright.
Try it.
Did you have sour cream or applesauce? Did you put any of that on there? Or salt. That's on the side.
Thank you, Christy. I
know.
appreciate
You
that.
want to try one?
Do what?
Are you going to try any or no?
Oh, yeah, I'll try
Okay.
it for sure.
Try a bite. Let's see what you think.
Oh, okay.
This is a moment.
Do I eat it with a fork or?
Either one.
Sure.
BJ's
Or
first
just pick it
attempt
up
at
and eat
eating
it.
a latke.
No pressure.
And now followed up by saying something in Yiddish.
Oh,
Oy
I had it
vey.
right on the, oy vey, right on the tip of my tongue.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, aren't they?
So,
Pretty salty.
It's like a glorified hash brown, kind of.
okay,
Pretty
so
salty.
Tastes like
Yeah.
our hash browns at Cracker Barrel.
Do they? There you go.
Mama Mitzi says, looking forward to the next Naomi's Nook. Will
Yes.
she be doing another one soon?
Yeah, Naomi's Nook is this new thing we've added on where she like does book reviews and
Yeah.
she's actually going to be doing some craft stuff on there as well. She has some things in the works, but we haven't filmed it yet.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be a good week or two.
Yeah.
Emerald says after we get back from Soap Conference, she would like to know how it went. We'll be sharing that, and the thing on Friday, we don't know if we're doing a show Friday, but I thought if Tara's in a conference event and I'm not, I might go live briefly just to kind of fill you in on what I know. Not for a long time, but you know. I was going to ask you a question. You brought up Yiddish. I was thinking earlier today, because when I was looking up stuff about Latkes online, people were talking about this is a Yiddish saying, and I got to thinking, is Yiddish an actual language?
No.
What
It's
is it,
a
just
slang word.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
slang.
as basically the Ashkenazi Jews were in Germany and Europe, they intermingled a lot of the German language with the Hebrew language and became Yiddish.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's spoke in a lot of areas.
It's a real fun slang.
Yeah.
It's kind of like like Aramaic. Aramaic is a cross between Hebrew and Greek.
Really?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Huh. I didn't know that. Huh. All right. Do you have any last questions? The kids are probably starving,
People
and
are
they're
loving
like,
on the
"We
fluff."
want to eat."
Doesn't look like we have any questions.
Okay.
Just people kind of hanging out with us.
All right, guys, go subscribe to Out of Goshen on YouTube.
Oh, Jen James is on. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Hi. And don't forget, Dining on a Dime Cookbook, free shipping, 30 more hours, probably 29 more hours now. And then it's over for Mother's Day.
Is that a super chat?
And we will have no show Wednesday, maybe a show Friday, we're not sure, but visit us at livingonadime.com and we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Before I shut it off, Florida Singularity super chatted. He said if we make it to the varsity while we're in Atlanta, get a chili dog. We'll be safe on our travel.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Yay.
So nice.
Oh, Jonathan
Awesome.
Hill?
No, Jonathan. Well, Jonathan from Florida Singularity.
Oh.
I'll tell you his last name in a minute. I'm not sure if he wants us to announce it. Bye, everyone.
Announce it.
Bye.
His name, social
Thank you.
security number,
The
date of
profile,
birth,
The address.
mother's maiden name.
everything.
Are we just smiling?